Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 302's presentation of high school basketball here in the state of Delaware. We got a good matchup here today. The number 1 seeded Mount Pleasant Green Knights play host to the 4th seeded Appoquinimink Jaguars. It's going to be a good one here. Green Knights come into this game undefeated, and Appoquinimink has one of the stars of Delaware, an ESPN rated player, number 3 Myles Cale. So keep an eye on the matchup. Right now, early going, we got Appoquinimink jumping out to a 2-0 lead.
Now, did I hear you correctly? Both teams are undefeated so far to start the season?
Yes, they're both undefeated. Appoquinimink comes in at 5-0 and 7-0 for Mount Pleasant, who we saw down at the Slam Dunk at the Beach. They put together some good games. They struggled a little bit against Kate, but found a way to win at the end with a 48-42 victory, and they completely obliterated St. Michael's High School from Canada. And that's kind of been what they've done all year long. I mean, you look at most of their games, it's 20-plus point victories, except for that Cape Henlopen game.
Yeah, the first game of the season versus Dickinson, 76-16.
Yeah, that's not a typo, ladies.
No,
that was the real score.
And their closest game, I mean, from the looks of it, seems to be the game down at Slam Dunk to the Beach versus Cape.
Yeah.
That opening game for him versus Cape Henlopen. It was a tight game. You were down there for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looked like, Mount Pleasant has a couple young guards. Famir Ali, of course, coming over from Salesianum, and they kind of looked like they knew that they were on a big stage. They turned the ball a lot over in the first half, and that allowed Cape Henlopen to stay in the game. And then that big third quarter from Cape Henlopen. But Mount closed the game out like the top team in the state would, as Kavon Cramer finishes at the rim.
And right now, Mount Pleasant scores their first bucket of the game. Appo has the 3-2 lead here early in the first. As Pat was alluding to, we were down to Slam Dunk to the Beach, and you're right about that. It looked like they were pressing in their first game. They were really trying to impress people, and, you know, I've seen them play a couple games now, and their second game versus the team from Canada, they had a much better showing.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Is Keon Taylor with an acrobatic and 1 to give the Green Knights their first lead of the game, 4-3.
I don't know if you fans out there in Cyber World can hear it, but this place is rocking already here in the first quarter. The gym's packed. We almost didn't have a spot to put the camera. There's so many bodies in the bleachers.
Yeah, we are between 2 of the bleacher stanchions. It's quite the view, to be honest with you, at home. Myles Cale nearly has the ball stripped away for a turnover by Famir Ali, but last touch by the Green Knights. Appoquinimink will keep possession. It's going to be I'm really looking forward to this matchup. Is Mount Pleasant's a very well-balanced team, where Appoquinimink kind of is top-heavy with Myles Cale. Look at this. Look at that. Holy smokes. Kavon Cramer from Keon Taylor. This place is going nuts.
Oh, almost another steal by Mount Pleasant. They are just putting the pressure on Appo here early in the first quarter.
You're right about that, Leonard. That should be sent into ESPN. That's another top 10 caliber. What a jam. Oh boy, Myles Cale with the charge. He went up for the power slam on that one. 6'4", 180-pound junior. It's one thing about Coach Lisa Sullivan. She will play. She will play a decent amount of players. There goes Snitchers the game and puts a bucket right on the board for Mount Pleasant. 13-3 as their lead expands. It's a good contest there by Myles Cale. Made that layup hard for Keon Taylor, and he wasn't able to finish on the fast break. But the Green Knights are flying around on defense. A lot of early Appoquinimink turnovers. Next, number 20, Tyreek Johnson. Let's see if Appoquinimink tries to slow things down here. The pace is a little frenetic. in them early in the game. Myles Cale brings the ball up for the Jaguars. Kavon Cramer, another stuff. Outlet to Keon Taylor. To Cramer, oh! The rim stuffed him on that one. Cale! This is turning into a dunk contest. Tyreek Johnson stepped in, tried to take the charge on Cale, but the referee says he was moving while it happened, and Myles Cale will go to the line to shoot two. A little bit of one-upsmanship going on in this game to start off between Kavon Cramer and Myles Cale. As Cale misses the first. Cale, the elder statesman, the senior, he'll be playing his ball next year at Seton Hall. Kavon Cramer, the sophomore, the up-and-comer. Cale knocks down the second. 13-4 ends the Mount run. There's Cramer again. Quick hands by Famir Ali. Last touch by the Green Knights. It'll stay Appoquinimink's possession. The Green Knights' quickness amongst their guards has given the taller Appoquinimink guards a little bit of trouble. Ali gets a little too greedy there, picks up a foul. The Green Knights, that is their 6th team foul already in the first quarter. Let's see if that becomes a problem. Checking in for Mount Pleasant, number 12, Brian Miles. St. Elizabeth transfer, and also number 0, Nair Small. Like we said, Lisa Sullivan, Coach Lisa Sullivan is not afraid to use multiple players. She put 13 or 14 people into the game against Cape Henlopen.
Yeah, so and she told us last year, we asked her about that, and she said she's not afraid to use anybody on her bench. If she can't put you in the game and you can't play like the starters, then she doesn't need you on the team.
And as a player, that's got to give you confidence.
Absolutely.
I love coaches that do that. Down on the other end, we saw Daryl Jenkins score a bucket to make this 15-6. Brian Miles for 3. He did a lot of that from his 3 years with the Vikings. Carries it right over off the bench. That's a pretty good guy to bring off the bench, Brian Miles.
He was killing them down at slam dunk to the beach from deep too.
Cale skies for the offensive rebound and gets fouled going to the rim. Fouls on number 35, Douglas Snay. That's his first, team 7th for Mount Pleasant.
It's not that I didn't have faith in Mount Pleasant, but the transfers have definitely helped this team because they lost a lot of their senior starters from last year.
They're very season-laden team last year, you're right.
The guys that took them to the tournament are no longer here, but they were blessed with a few transfers that have some skill and can, start on pretty much any team in the state of Delaware, and they got blessed with that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A restocking of talent here at Mount Pleasant, like you talked about. I mean, last season, Famir Ali starting point guard at Salesiana. Najir Hodges was a starting shooting guard at William Penn.
Brian Miles
was starting shooting guard at St. Elizabeth. So they definitely reloaded. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Green Knights. Appoquinimink will take the ball as Myles Cale brings it up.
18-7 here, early in the first, or late in the first. About 2 minutes left.
Cale with the bucket after the assist by Max Samolski. Going to get Miles for that one. He kind of underbridged number 2, Kyrie Perkins. He'll step to the line. Appo trying to cut into this lead, and this might be the way to do it. That's the 8th team foul for Mount Pleasant. They're already in the bonus. Back rims the first, checking in from Mount Pleasant, number 22, Keenan Fetlow. He's grabbing Douglas Snay. Second foul shot good for Perkins. 18-10 now. Minute 38 left in the first quarter. Green Knights swinging the ball around the perimeter, looking to work this zone that Appoquinimink's in. Good patience shown by the Green Knights. And a knockdown 3 by number 20, Tyreek Johnson. Very good patience shown there by the Green Knights as they knocked out an open shot. And now calls a turnover. Brian Miles. And after a few misses at the rim, number 20, Tyreek Johnson finishes for Mount Pleasant, expanding the lead to 23-10. Cramer with a nice block. Nice hustle back there from Appoquinimink's number 23, Ronald Powell, to deflect that ball away. Looked like a layup for Mount Pleasant, but he knocks the ball out of bounds and makes him take the ball under the basket. Number 15 checks in for Mount Pleasant, Timothy Pittman. Once again, Powell knocks the ball out of bounds. Green Knights keep possession. Wow, that was easy entry pass to number 22 there, Keenan Feltlow. Just misses the layup. It's Cale, coast to coast.
Oh.
Fouled at the rim, almost puts it in for the and one, but just short. He'll step to the line for 2. That's Pittman's first, Timothy Pittman.
16 seconds left here in the first. Mount Pleasant has the early 13-point lead. You know, there's still a lot of ball left.
Oh, there's plenty of time in this game. Appoquinimink's just got to weather the storm and take care of the basketball, and they'll be right back in this game.
They've had quite a few turnovers here early in this first quarter. And Cale sinks the first one. I got a terrible mistake. That's why I'm not talking about it.
Cale will be playing his ball at Seton Hall next year, like we mentioned. Big East basketball. That's about as real as it gets as he misses the second. 1 of 2 at the line for Myles Cale. Appo foul on number 2. Kyrie Perkins. That's his first, team's third. Appo stretching their defense out. Miles for 3, long. There is a foul, however, right before the buzzer. Offensive rebound by Douglas Snay, and he gets fouled by number 23, Kevin Burns. He's going to step to the line to shoot 2 as time has expired in the first quarter. Snay worked for position there, got the offensive rebound. Coach Hofstas of Appoquinimink is not going to be happy with points coming on the board without the clock running, especially if the quarter ended, as he misses the first. Snay. And Snee makes the second to bring our score to 24-11 at the end of the first quarter. We will be right back after these short messages.
Not working.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Soto Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out. Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Soto Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out. Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Soto Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the second quarter. The Green Knights of Mount Pleasant leading the Jaguars of Appoquinimink 24-11 as Keon Taylor hits a nice floater going through the lane to expand the lead to 26-11. Mount Pleasant goes back with their starting 5 to start this quarter. New entry into the game for Appoquinimink, number 13. Didn't have him listed. I apologize at home. Backus with the rebound, outlets. Taylor Cramer, nothing. Keith DeLoach goes to the basket strong there. A foul on the play by Dejan Backus. It's his second. Team is in the double bonus. DeLoach goes to the line, shooting 2, looking to split this lead in half. Back rims the first one. Checking in for Mount Pleasant, number 22, Keenan Fetlow, and for Appoquinimink, number 3, Myles Cale. DeLoach at the line for one more. No good, rebound to Cramer. Gives it to Ali. Taylor in the corner. Up to Niger Hodges. The patience of the Green Knights is a very good thing to have, very nice trait to have. And get some nice easy looks like that. And there's a foul picked up by number 35, Daryl Jenkins. I apologize. It's his first, team's 5th. The William Penn transfer, Niger Hodges, steps to the line, shooting 2. Checking in for Appoquinimink, number 10, Carmi Ruigi. I apologize if I pronounce your last name wrong there, Carmi. But you're in the game, buddy. Let's see what you got. Hodges misses the second. Cale gets the ball, and he goes out in transition. Cramer again with the block.
That's like his 3rd or 4th so far this game.
He is very active on both sides of the floor. Another turnover. Here comes Cale. Nice assist to number 2, Kyrie Perkins. And another turnover, and look out below, folks. Solo.
He took it easy on the rim that time, but he could have. We know Myles Cale can throw it down with some power with one or two hands.
Yeah. The solo job there by Myles Cale cuts the Mount Pleasant lead down to 12 with 5:49 left in the second quarter. 27-15. And we will be back after these brief messages.
Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out. Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef of Soto Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is the landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Mount Pleasant versus Appoquinimink High School Boys Basketball here on 302 Sports.
5:46 remaining in the half.
Nice pass.
Mount has the 12-point lead at this point.
There's a nice look there by Famir Ali on the backdoor cut. As Cramer picks up the foul here, just couldn't finish it at the rim for the Green Knights. Fouls on Cramer. That's his second foul of the opening half, and this is the thing. This is what I was talking about. They're now in a double bonus. Now every foul that they have for the remainder of this half, Appoquinimik's going to shoot 2 foul shots. This is their way of getting back into this game. Kyrie Perkins steps to the line. This comes with the Green Knights' aggressive style of play on defense. Every now and then you will get fouls. It's worked against them here.
Appo
Cramer
cuts the lead down to 11.
Cramer's going to take a seat as Snay comes back in for him.
No need to get one of your top players in foul trouble here. Let's see how that affects them defensively, because he's been blocking shots.
He's
left and right, man.
He is definitely an elite rim protector in the state of Delaware.
Absolutely.
As that ball goes flying out of bounds off the Green Knights. And the Jaguars take possession again, only down 10. Number 20 for Mount Pleasant, Tyreek Johnson, face guard, and Myles Cale all over the floor, not letting them breathe. Deloach, long, rebound Ali to Hodges. Misses, and one layup, good. Douglas Snay crashing the offensive boards and finishing it. Douglas Snay, very nice job there. The foul is going to be on number 2. Kyrie Perkins, his second, team 6th.
Now, I don't know if he's a transfer or Snay. I don't remember him from last year's team.
Yeah, he is a junior.
He's a junior, though. That's what I was looking at.
Very well could have been a JV player for the Green Knights last season.
True. That's absolutely true, too.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Green Knights. Appoquinimink will take possession. Green Knights allow Myles Cale to get the ball, and he will bring it up. Three ball, good by number 5, Keith Deloach. Cuts the lead down to single digits. And they're out and running. Cale solo. Tomahawk jam, Myles Cale. Appo within 7. Hodges baseline, jump shot no good. Snay again on the offensive glass with a nice putback. Cale gets it up. Loose ball. No, Cale flies in, offensive rebound. Layup no good. Second try, third try. He is fouled, will go to the line. Myles Cale waking up here in this second quarter. That Mount foul will go on number 35, Douglas Snay. That's his second personal foul. Cale knocks down the first of two. We got some big-time substitutions coming in here. Amir Ali, Kavon Cramer in for Mount Pleasant. Number 35, Daryl Jenkins. Number 21, Amir Richardson. And number 11, Max Samovsky, all come in for Appoquinimink. Well, we knew this game was going to be exciting, and it has not disappointed so far.
Not at all.
Appo cuts it down to 7 with 3:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Amir Ali bringing it up, Myles Cale covering. Coach Lisa Sullivan imploring her team to swing the ball around. Ali drives baseline to Snay, no good. Kicked out, it's Ali. And he will go to the line. That's going to be a foul on Keith DeLoach, his first, team 7th. Ali will go to the line to shoot 2. First one from Ali is good. Checking in for the Green Knights, number 5, Najir Hodges. He's going to grab Kavon Cramer. Managing his minutes, Coach Lisa Sullivan is, with the 2 fouls. Cramer, that is. Second one from Ali is good, and he is going to take a rest as well as Timothy Pittman comes in to check him. Cale brings the ball up for Appo, 3:17 left in the second, down 9, 33-24. Kicks it to the corner. Back up top. Post move, hook shot, no good. Samovsky with the putback. Max Samovsky, the senior, with the putback, 33-26. Green Knights still lead. Block. Daryl Jenkins, outlet, layup, that's going to be goaltending. Bucket will count for Amir Richardson. As Timothy Pittman hit that ball after it glazed off the backboard.
Appo was creeping their way back into this thing.
And that cut it down to 5. It hasn't been down to 5 since early in the first quarter.
Right. You mentioned it early. Well, I mentioned it and you fed back on it. A lot of game left here. When I mentioned in the first quarter, and Appo threw foul shots, and you know, Mount Pleasant's big guy, Cramer, has to sit because of foul trouble. And Appo's crept their way back in this thing. They were down by 16 at one point.
Ali attacks the rim, and he traveled before the foul. Another turnover from Mount. As Cramer is coming out once again. They're doing an offense-defense for him. As Snay he'll come in and play defense for Cramer, and Kavon comes in for offense. Myles Cale up top, gives it to DeLoach. Kicks it to the corner. Samovsky. Back up top. Let's see Appoquinimink. Let's see if they use some clock here. Clock, what's that, Pat? 3 ball, no good. Richardson with the layup.
Cuts the lead to 3 with little under 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Smallest guy on the floor, not phased. Richardson puts it up and in. Turnover. I sense the momentum has shifted a little bit here, Leonard.
Yep.
Starting to turn into that matchup we were anticipating. Both teams very evenly matched up here. Coach Hofstas calling out a play for Myles Cale and the Jaguars to run. Here comes DeLoach down the middle, sent away.
Looks like he had about 3 or 4 different hands that blocked that shot.
I believe Keenan Fetlow and Douglas Snay with the emphatic rejection there. Ball sails out of bounds, still Jaguars possession. DeLoach up top to Cale. Myles pulls up from the volleyball line. Back rim, no good. DeLoach for 3. You bet it. Tie game. 33-33. Appo has climbed back and tied this game up. Like you said, they've trailed as much as 16 here in the first half and have clawed their way all the way back. It's going to be a foul on Amir Richardson, and that'll be their team's 8th. That's going to send Keon Taylor to the line for 1 and 1. It's Richardson's first personal. Taylor with a line to answer the game-tying 3 by Appoquinimink. He knocks down the first. So Keon, he was down the beach, and I watched both their games. I don't think he missed a foul shot.
No, Keon, no.
He's very
He's very proficient, and I remember him from the state tournament. He did a tremendous job from the foul line last year in the state tournament.
Knocks
he just
down
has
the
poise
second.
and maturity, you know, beyond his years. And a steal.
Steal there by number 20, Tyreek Johnson, and he calls a timeout. Mount Pleasant will keep position. 57.8 remaining here in the half. They now lead 35-33. As both coaches are talking it over into the huddle. Very entertaining first half here at Mount Pleasant High School. And a matchup between 2 top 5 teams in the state, both undefeated.
I know.
Both have taken care of their opponents throughout the season. And both are playing with extreme passion here to start this game off. Coming out of the timeout, number 12, Brian Miles, has re-entered the game for the Green Knights. Go along with Cramer, Taylor, Hodges, and Ali. Appo paced by Myles Cale. Ali goes right to the rim, no good. Rebound, Nazir Hodges, and it goes out of bounds, stays Green Knight possession. And for Appo, like we said, Myles Cale, number 21. Amir Richardson, number 5. Keith DeLoach, number 11. Max Samolski, number 35. Daryl Jenkins, 3-ball, no good. Offensive rebound, Nazir Hodges attacks the rim, good, basket. 37-33, Mount, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Keith DeLoach brings the ball up, setting a play up for the Jaguars. Drives to the left side, gives it to Johnson. To Samolski. Basket no good. Ali up ahead to Taylor. Keon with the layup. It's good.
And Mount jumps out to the 6-point lead.
Myles Cale, 5 seconds at half court. Coast to coast. Drop off to Samolski. Nice nice job. Myles Cale playing unselfish basketball there, dropping it off, picking up an assist, and stopping a 6-0 run there from Mount Pleasant after they tie the game. Your halftime score will be Mount Pleasant 39, Appoquinimink 35 in a very entertaining first half. It'll be interesting to see what
Hi, I'm
both
Scott
teams
Cameron
come
from
out
Solo
with in
Concepts.
the second
I'm Ronnie
half.
Merkel from Papa Grande's.
Come visit us at Papa Grande's in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
A couple players that
Papa Grande's
we were looking
serve
forward
fresh,
to seeing have
authentic
come up
Mexican
big
food
here with
specialties like blackened fish tacos,
Myles
and short
Cale
rib
having a
cheesesteak
very
burrito.
proficient first half, urging his team to fight back despite the very quick start from Mount Pleasant. Like we said, Mount Pleasant's very they're a very evenly distributed team, and once again we saw that here in the first half. And Mount Pleasant goes based on their defense. They like to force a lot of turnovers, and they did. Very quick guards, and were able to get out early in this game to get easy transition baskets. Appoquinimink kind of slowed down, forced some turnovers of their own, and clawed right back into this game. And that's why we have a 39-35 score here at the half. We will be going to some commercials here pretty soon. You're watching Delaware High School basketball here on 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Seton Hall Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
Hi, I'm Scott Cameron of Solo Concepts,
And I'm Jen Myers of Plate Catering.
and we'd love to invite you to check us out for your wedding or next event.
At Plate Catering, it's our mission to make your dream wedding a reality, expertly taking care of all the food and service details so you don't have to. Our professional team will work with you to create a one-of-a-kind event, whether it be on the beach, farm to table, or at your home. Whatever the venue or occasion, Plate Catering is here to help you make it the best it can be.
Plate Catering from Solo Concepts. Check us out.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Delaware High School basketball here on 302 Sports. We got ourselves a good one here. Number 1, Mount Pleasant, playing host to number 4, Appoquinimink. 39-35, the Green Knights lead. They are led at halftime by Kavon Taylor, had 8 points. Kavon Cramer added 7, including some emphatic dunks and quite a few blocks. Myles Cale paces the Appoquinimink Jaguars with 11 points. And a few others fall behind him with 6. And we are underway here in the second half. Appoquinimink starts with possession. Myles Cale brings it up. Gives it to Keith Deloach. Back to Cale for 3. Short to Jean Bacchus with the rebound. Amir Ali brings the ball up. Appo is Kavon Taylor, no good. Offensive rebound to Jean Bacchus, put back. 41-35. The Green Knights trying to reassert themselves after blowing a 16-point lead to have Appoquinimink come back and tie there late in the half. They have expanded their lead out to 6 with an 8-2 run. Nice look there, and Daryl Jenkins finishes it off, 41-37. And right away, Ali pushes the ball right up. Hodges blocked at the rim. Taylor blocked from behind by Daryl Jenkins. Ball goes out of bounds. Mount Pleasant keeps possession. Amir Ali takes the ball out of bounds behind the rim. Green Knights swing it back up top. Kavon Cramer with the sky hook, no good. Bacchus blocked by Samovsky. Taking it, Kavon Cramer takes the ball, goes up strong. Good basket. Kavon Cramer will not be denied. That gives him 9 points as the Mount Pleasant lead goes back up to 6. Right down the floor comes Myles Cale with a pull-up. Jumper, baseline, good. Hodges with a basket, or Ali with the basket, I apologize. Cale again, long, no good, rebound to Cramer. Here comes Famir Ali bringing the ball up. Blow by, foul, I believe. See who that's going to be on. It's going to be on Keith Deloach with the bump. His second, Appo's first of the half. Second half taken right off where the first half ended. Quick pace to this game. Kavon Taylor with an errant pass. Stolen by Max Samovsky, and the foul's going to go on to Jean Bacchus. For Bacchus, that'll be his 3rd. That's what we talked about in the first half. Mount Pleasant is in somewhat of foul trouble. A lot of guys with 2, and now Bacchus just picked up his 3rd. Deloach for 3, no good. Samovsky crashing the boards. Last touch by Bacchus. Coach Sullivan not happy with that. She thought that Samovsky came flying in and knocked it out last. Referees thought otherwise. Myles Cale and ball in the corner. Ali on him, passes it back up top. Nice little 10-foot jumper there by Daryl Jenkins. And another quick answer by Kavon Cramer. He now enters double figures with 11. And a steal blocked by Samovsky. This game's got it all, ladies and gents. Rebound, Famir Ali up to Najir Hodges. Attacks the rim and finishes. And the Mount lead extends to 8 again. They played much better defense here without fouling to start this third quarter off, and they've expanded their lead back up to 8. There's a battle going on between Famir Ali and Myles Cale, and Famir Ali's going to pick up the foul. There was a battle for position there, and Ali must have bumped him too much. That's his third personal foul. Check it back into the game for Appoquinimink. Number 23, Kevin Burns. Samofsky takes it out. Stolen by Ali. 3-on-2 opportunity. Taylor blocked by Kevin Burns, and now a 3-on-1 Samofsky basket. And right up the floor comes Famir Ali. This game just, there's no slowing down. Basket. 51-43 as Deloach is coming right down the floor. Out to Burns for three. Off the back rim, no good. Keon Taylor pushes it up the floor. Hodges, Cramer loses it back out to Hodges. Back to Cramer, bucket. Mount Pleasant scoring early and often here. 53-43. Green Knights lead. Timeout Appoquinimink. Brian Hostas has to talk to his boys as Mount Pleasant has come out and just stunned the Jaguars to open this half. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching 302 Sports.
Scott Kammer of Soto Concepts.
And I'm Jen Myers of Plate Catering.
And we'd love to invite you to check us out for your wedding or next event.
At Plate Catering, it's our mission to make your dream wedding a reality, expertly taking care of all the food and service details so you don't have to. Our professional team will work with you to create a one-of-a-kind event, whether it be on the beach, farm to table, or at your home. Whatever the venue or occasion, Plate Catering is here to help you make it the best it can be.
Plate Catering from Soto Concepts. Check us out.
And we're back here on 302 Sports for the battle of the Colossals here. The Green Knights of Mount Pleasant leading the Jaguars Appoquinimink 53-43 in what's been a fast-paced effort for both teams. The Green Knights have been very impressive, answering every call that Appoquinimink has. And they're in the midst of a 20-10 run that expanded within the last minute and a half of the second quarter. Appo looking for answers here out of the timeout. Cale got caught up in the air. That's going to be a double dribble. Mount Pleasant has just been in his grill all night. Yet he still has 11 points. He's still found a way to get in the double figures. Here comes Famir Ali bringing the ball up at a much slower pace. They must not be comfortable walking the ball up the floor. Out of bounds, last touch by the Green Knights. Tyreek Johnson had the ball go off of his leg there. Samofsky for three, no good. Kavon Cramer with the rebound. Ali pushes the ball up the floor. Attacks the rim, no good. Finally secured by Myles Cale. 1 versus 4, he kicks it to his teammate, number 10. Ruigi for Samofsky, three, no good. Kavon Cramer, look out below. Cramer with the jam. Lead up to 12. Ooh, Keon Taylor's going to pick up a blocking foul as the Loach try to get into the lane. Coach Sullivan wanted a charge on that. Checking into the game for the Green Knights, number 12, Brian Miles. For Appo, number 2, Kyrie Perkins, and number 35, Daryl Jenkins. For Taylor, that's only his first personal of the game. And they're asking number 2, Kyrie Perkins, to leave the game because his jersey was not tucked in, so he will have to recheck in after the next dead ball. Kevin Burns is going to have to stay in the ball game for the Jags. Deloach in the lane, kicks it back out for Burns. Stolen by Ali. such quick hands. Blocked. Putback is good by Tyreek Johnson. The Green Knights crash the boards hard there. And there's a foul off the ball here. Looks to be on Tyreek Johnson. He must have got a little too physical with Myles Cale. That's his second personal. Perkins checks back in for the Jags. They've been very physical with Cale the whole game. As you can see now, number 11, Damir Cole, getting right in his grill. They don't want Cale to be comfortable. Referees are telling him to stop, though. Here comes Cale down the lane. Finger rolls, good. Acrobatic layup by Myles Cale. Cuts the lead down to 12. Ali into the lane. Too much mustard on the pass. And Johnson could not corral that one. It will sit, and Najir Hodges will check back in. Full court pressure shown here by the Green Knights. Cale, up and under's good. Attacked Cramer there and just stayed in the air longer than him. And finished that off for the layup, 10-point game. 1:24 remaining here in the third quarter. Turnover, here comes DeLoach. Ali picks up a cheapie, to say the least. That's not the type of foul you want to get in this game. That is Ali's fourth personal foul. That is a crucial part of the Green Knights team, and Mount Pleasant cannot be happy about that. Checking into the game for Ali is number 0, Vincent Smith. Bucket's good. Kevin Burns with a nice layup, and now we're within 8. It's another run. This one by Appo, looking to answer. No good. Cramer put back, no good. Hodges put back, no good. Swarming rebounds for the Green Knights, but a turnover there. They're playing with tremendous effort, crashing the offensive glass. They're relentless, but that one just couldn't handle it and went out of bounds. Keon Taylor checks back in for the Green Knights. More full court pressure from Mount Pleasant. Keith DeLoach drives the lane. Mid-range jumper no good by Daryl Jenkins, and a foul picked up by Kyrie Perkins. Trying to stick with Brian Miles in the backcourt there. It's going to be his third personal for Perkins. Team second. Cale got a piece of that one. Cramer offensive board, no good. Hodges will go to the line for 2. The length of Myles Cale got out on that Brian Miles 3. Offensive rebound was made by the Green Knights, and eventually Najir Hodges gets fouled as he steps to the line. First one's good. Checking into the game for Appoquinimink, number 21, Amir Richardson. And back in to the game for the Green Knights, number 35, Douglas Snay, who had a pretty good first half. He was active all over the floor. Offensive rebounds, putbacks. See if he has the same success here in the second half. Second one by Hodges is good. He brings the lead for the Green Knights back up to double digits at 59-49. 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter as DeLoach walks the ball up for the Jaguars. Goes right to the rim, block by Hodges. What a muscle move there by Keith Deloach. Just wouldn't be denied and muscled that ball up and in for the and one. The foul on number 35, or I'm sorry, on number 5, Najir Hodges, his second. Deloach looking to finish off the and one opportunity. And he can't. Rims in and out. 2 seconds, 1 second. Myles, 3. No good. Just off the back rim. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Mount Pleasant expands their lead to 8 to end it. It's 59-51 as we head into the fourth. You are watching 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef at Sodell Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
5.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
We are back here. This is 302's presentation of Delaware Boys High School Basketball. Another top 5 matchup here between the top team in the state, the Mount Pleasant Green Knights, playing host to the 4th-ranked team in the state, Appoquinimink Jaguars. The Green Knights have survived a couple punches from Appoquinimink trying to get back in this game, but the Green Knights have kept their distance. They're now up 8 as we go into the fourth quarter. Myles Cale has checked back in for the Appoquinimink Jaguars. Look for him to assert himself here in this final quarter. Try and get his team back in this game. Jaguars come out in a 2-3 zone, but they are stretching it out, applying a little bit of ball pressure to the Green Knights. Najir Hodges out to Dejon Backus, over to Keon Taylor. The Green Knights, they have scored quickly tonight in transition, but in these half-court sets, they have remained patient, waiting for a good shot. And they pick up a foul there. That's going to be Amir Richardson picking up the foul. His second, team's 4th. More ball pressure applied by Appoquinimink. Now it seems to be man-to-man from the Jaguars. Keon Taylor has the high ball screen from Kavon Cramer. Alley-oop. You got it. Kavon Cramer with the slam. Beautiful look from Keon Taylor. And Kavon Cramer, that's about as efficient as you can get. That bucket is good. Oh, Hodges just sends that shot into the Appoquinimink cheerleaders. The Green Knights. Exciting plays on both sides of the court there for Mount. Let's see if Appo's got an answer for it. Samolski. Baseline out to Deloach for 3. Short, no good. Backus with the rebound. Hodges. And he will be fouled by Richardson. It's going to be Richardson's 3rd personal. And checking in for him will be number 2, Kyrie Perkins. Kavon Cramer's given us some impressive dunks tonight, some highlights. That last alley-oop, perhaps the most impressive of the night. If you people at home ever get a chance to come watch these two teams play, I highly recommend it. Very exciting basketball as Tyreek Johnson finishes off the Cramer assist. 63-51 Mount lead, 6:07 remaining. Cale three, no good. Rebound to Cramer. Kavon Taylor slows it down for Mount Pleasant, looking to run a little bit of clock here, up 12 with just under 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Taylor drives, basket's good. Easy layup there for Kavon Taylor, and the Mount lead expands to 14. That's a reach-in foul there on number 20, Tyreek Johnson. I don't know if he needed to do that. Deloach is coming right into the shot blocker, Kavon Cramer. A little bit of a bailout as Brian Miles will re-enter the game for the Green Knights. And Keith Deloach will go to the line, shooting 1-1 for the Jaguars. I apologize. They're saying 2 shots he must have been shooting. He said he was going up. That's what Coach Lisa Sullivan is asking the officials. They said he was going up for a shot attempt. Therefore, he will be shooting 2 shots, not 1-1. First one's good from Deloach, 65-52. Second one from Deloach is good. Leads down to a dozen. Full court pressure from Appoquinimink. Kavon Taylor back up top. Green Knights running a little bit of clock now during their possessions. Kavon Cramer, sky hook, good. Nice little hook over Daryl Jenkins. If Cramer evolves that into his game, he will be almost unguardable in this state. 3 ball, no good from Myles Cale. And then he picks up a foul. A reach-in foul on Tyreek Johnson will be Cale's second personal. And the 6th team foul. The next foul from the Jaguars will put the Green Knights into the bonus. The Jaguars are already into the bonus for the remainder of this one. We will shoot the rest of the way, every foul. Brian Miles up top, swings it to the corner. Kavon Taylor with a nice, strong, aggressive move to the basket and finishes with Somolsky coming over for the block. 69-53, Green Knights lead, 4:10 remaining in the fourth. Ooh. Ball goes into Myles Cale. Kavon Taylor went for the steal and looks to have gotten a little bit of Myles Cale's hand. Questionable call, but the Stars get those kind of calls, ladies and gentlemen. Myles Cale's one of those Stars. That's Taylor's second personal. Cale at the line shooting 2. If I'm correct, I think he is the 64th ranked player on the ESPN Top 100. Good to see Delaware getting some recognition nationally. Cale's second is good. 69-55, Appo trails. Kevin Burns comes in to give Cale a breather with 4:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kavon Taylor pulls it out. Very smart move by the Green Knights. And Coach Lisa Sullivan's going to call a timeout here with 3:56 remaining in the fourth. It'll be a 60-second timeout. Your score, Green Knights 69, Appo 55. You're watching 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef of Sotel Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful salt pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
What?
And we're back here at Mount Pleasant High School. You're watching 302 Sports presentation of Delaware High School basketball. The Green Knights of Mount Pleasant lead the Jaguars at Appoquinimink 69-55 with 3:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. This will be an interesting finish, to say the least. Appo there's still enough time to crawl back into this game, but they're going to have to do it fast. And they've seemed to apply some full court pressure on the Green Knights, matching up full court man-to-man. And the Green Knights seem to be in cruise control to finish this off. That's going to be a foul on Keith DeLoach. It's going to be a 1-on-1 opportunity for Tyreek Johnson. For DeLoach, it's his third. And the 7th team foul for Appo. Rims in and out for Johnson. Myles Cale with the rebound. And a turnover. And then Cramer looked like he was going to go up for the slam, but loses the ball before he could take off. That would have been a heck of a matchup. Cale versus Cramer in the air. DeLoach right down the middle. No good. Cale, put back dunk. No good, but there is a foul on the play. It's going to be a foul on Dejan Backus. It's his fourth personal, and it'll send Keith DeLoach to the foul line. First shot's good. Checking in for the Green Knights, number 1, Famir Ali. He's got 4 personal fouls, so he's going to have to take it easy on the defensive side of the basketball. Second by DeLoach is good, nothing but cotton. 69-57, Mount leads. Full court pressure once again from Appo, looking for a trap, and they've got one. Kavon Taylor comes away to Cramer, no good. The rim stuffed him again, and he looks to have hurt his ankle on the play. And Mount Pleasant's going to call a timeout. He kind of landed funny on that ankle. He started limping away. The Green Knights will save possession. 3:19 left here in the fourth quarter. 69-57, Mount leads Appo. You never want to see that. A guy goes up for a dunk, and he comes down, he lands on his ankle wrong, starts limping.
Especially a guy with Kramer's talent.
Yes.
He's such a huge part of this team, their offense and defense.
No doubt about it, and that's such a major part of his game, is that his leaping,
Yep.
his jumping ability. So I hope all is well with him, and he can re-enter back into this game.
He definitely electrifies this crowd when he wants to.
Oh, he has tonight, but then a couple of
That's
those
for sure.
slams and those blocks. Green Knights will have possession under their basket. Famir Ali will take the ball in. Out to Kavon Taylor, and he will set the offense. Out of bounds, last touch by the Jags. Mount will keep possession. This will be a key here. Appo too, applying ball pressure. Can they force turnovers without fouling the Green Knights? Since they are in the bonus. Oh, that's a close one. Kavon Taylor will take a little more clock off. Brian Myles up top. Comes a high pick and roll with Backus and Ali. Ali into the lane. Layup is good. Tyreek Johnson. Appo comes right back down the floor. Kevin Burns, floater, no good off the glass. Rebound to Brian Myles, he'll pull it out. To Famir Ali. Oh, what a no-look pass. And Keon Taylor finishes it off, 73-57 now. Deloach no good, rebound to the Green Knights. And they are in control of this one, ladies and gents. 2:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Green Knights lead by 16. Layup, good. Famir Ali amongst the trees. Deloach down the lane. It's going to be a foul on the play on the Green Knights. A lot of spectators have chosen to leave this one as they are pouring out of the gym right now. Keith Deloach will go to the line. He's shooting 2 shots. Well, this game was entertaining for a bit. That first half especially. Mount jumped out to a 16-point lead early in the first half, only to see Appoquinimink erase it before the half and tie it up at 33-33. Then the Green Knights went on a little bit of a run, led by 4 at halftime, and continued this run into the second half. And just continually, gradually increased their lead throughout this game.
And they stand here with the 17-point lead as we speak.
Myles Cale will take a seat. We'll see if he's done for the game. He just might be. Cale did everything he could tonight. He had an off night, I guess you could say, shooting, but you can't doubt his effort. He played with tremendous effort in this one. Just such a balanced effort by the Green Knights, night in and night out. Anyone can beat you on this team. Like you talked about, they're a very deep team. Ali handles the ball out top. Down low, Johnson will take that easy layup. Lead up to 19. Here comes Deloach. They're going to call too many steps on that one. Famir Ali will take the ball up. Minute 20 remaining here in this quarter. It's pretty much all but wrapped up at this point. The Green Knights, spirited effort tonight. The energy was great. It was electric here in the gym. And there was definitely their share of excitement as Brian Myles throws in a bucket here to pour it on. 21-point lead now for the Green Knights, who 79 points they've scored. Quite an impressive total. Comes Johnson, he'll pull it out. 40 seconds remain, and the Green Knights are content with just letting this clock run, and it seems that Appo is as well. It's going to be a timeout by Coach Lisa Sullivan as she will throw in some reserves into this one. Number 32, Isaiah McCready. Number 23, Ronald Powell. Let's see who else is number 15, Timothy Pittman.
Seems like Appo's pulled pretty much all their starters as well.
Yes. Let's see who else. Mount has put number 21, Rashawn Butler. All players entering the game for the first time here to close it out for the Green Knights. McCready, big fella, no good. Yeah, he actually got a bucket down at the dunk at the beach, and the bench went wild for him. Samolski layup, good. Trims the lead under 20.
Sorry about that,
79-60.
folks. There's seems to be a head in the view in the picture, but can't do anything about that. The fans are on their feet.
Turnover by Mount. Appo's going to have this one to finish it off. They'll get one last shot. But this will do it. A very impressive effort by the Mount Pleasant Green Knights as they win convincingly over the number 4 team in the state. Your final, Mount Pleasant 79, Appoquinimink 60. Very impressive effort. Spread out performance from the Green Knights. Kavon Cramer electrifies the crowd with some dunks, some blocks. Myles Cale also does the same, but the Jaguars just fall short in this one. There's just too much scoring for the Green Knights. We will be back with the game wrap-up here on 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammer of Soto Concepts,
And I'm Jen Myers of Plate Catering.
and we'd love to invite you to check us out for your wedding or next event.
At Plate Catering, it's our mission to make your dream wedding a reality, expertly taking care of all the food and service details so you don't have to. Our professional team will work with you to create a one-of-a-kind event, whether it be on the beach,
I've been meaning to.
farm to table, or at your home. Whatever the venue or occasion, Plate Catering is here to help you make it the best it can be.
Plate Catering from Soto Concepts, check us out.
Come on, fucker. I didn't even know they were on there, Nick. Back, Jesus Christ. Snatched it out of my hand. I'm getting ready to shut it down.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you all for watching 302 Sports presentation of Delaware Boys High School Basketball. Once again, your final here. The Mount Pleasant Green Knights stay undefeated, picking up their 8th win of the season, 79-60 over the Appoquinimink Jaguars, who suffer their first loss. Up next for Appo will be Newark Charter Friday at 6. That's a home game as they look to bounce back from this game, and Mount Pleasant looks to continue their undefeated streak. They got a tough one coming up Thursday, 5:30 at Del Castle High School. That will definitely be one to watch. Look forward to seeing you all again, and thanks once again for watching 302 Sports presentation of Delaware High School Basketball. Once again, your final, Mount Pleasant 79, Appoquinimink 60.